911. What is the nature of your emergency?
It's here! It's huge!
Could you be more specific, sir?
The thing's moving towards me. I need help.
What is moving towards you, sir?
This thing, this, my God. It's coming out of the water.
Sir, calm down, please, and give me your location.
I'm on the beach.
I need your location, sir.
I'm on the beach. It's coming towards me.
Try to remain calm, sir.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Sir? Sir?
Go, everybody, for coming here today. Pay homage to Willatuk. We come to ask you, Willatuk, to cure our sick, to protect us from the pollution, protect us from the machines, and all the diseases and stuff it brings with us here today. We're asking you to breathe upon our sick today. Cure them, to bring us our unity, bring us our love. We love you today. Willatuk has earned the title God of the Ocean, of the Sea, because of all the help that he has been there for us on the ocean as whale hunters, as fishermen, as navigators of the sea. Whenever we needed help with the whale hunt or protection from the sharks or protection from the killer whales, he was there for us. And if we needed help and from the canoes, if the canoes got broken up, he was there. Let go, Willatuk! Let go, Willatuk!
45,000 years ago, during the Pleistocene age of the Cenozoic era, a brave and hardy people called the Wonkatilla, which means those who would swim with whales, crossed over the Bering Strait. They made their way along the Gulf of Alaska shoreline, down to what is now present-day Seattle.
Willatuk is part of our history, goes way back many generations. And Willatuk has always been there for help us because where I come from now, we are whalers and we're fishermen. And we're on one of the routes of Willatuk. Willatuk goes right by our place out there when he goes around some other places. He goes out in the ocean, he'll go right by where I come from out there. Kudichteak is the name of my place out there. And I am the chief of the Wayach village. And I am the keeper of songs and the keeper of legends. And we have stories on Willatuk that go back, way back to the beginning of time.
Wonkatilla tribal members preach that an abused Mother Earth can only sustain so much mistreatment before she fights back to destroy those who chose to rape her. Pollution from the machines that are destroying the atmosphere and melting the polar ice caps will bring about the total destruction of the modern industrial world, according to prophecy passed down by tribal elders.
Willatuk knows where the ground is going to be shaken the worst, it's going to be the hardest, and he'll show up there at what's called ground zero. And wherever our natives are gathered, our believers, wherever the believers are, you see, he'll be right there to help help our people.
It reflects a belief that something that is very important in the society and in the culture and the environment in which you live is really the God. Whether you're in the desert and it becomes the moon, or whether it's in the woods and it becomes the great trees, or whatever it is. And I think people who live along the water are constantly affected by the water in many, many ways, so it's easy to see how they would make that the God.
When the medicine man was telling the tribe that when this earthquake, or earthshake as the tribe calls it, happens again, that it'll be the return of Willatuk, and all current technology will be decimated. No cars, no computers. Even the roadways will be swallowed back up by the earth to make way for what the Creator thinks is, is right for our tribe. If anybody happens to, or tries to hurt Willatuk, or comes in too close proximity to him, this earthquake will only be hastened. And it's important to know that if you're not from around here, from the tribe, don't be here when the earthquake happens again.
The eventual earthquake is a fact. Scientists do not wonder if a major quake will hit Seattle. They only argue about when.
After that one day, the people of the tribe named that lake Ghost Ocean. And they called the mysterious animal Willatuk for God of Ocean, because it had come up from the ocean to save the people.
I gotta say, there's a couple scientists, cryptozoologists actually, that are, keep pursuing Willatuk, keep invading his area. Why they would do that, I do not know. There's also a hunter trying to hunt Willatuk. I mean, why would he do that? If you think about it, in any religion, would you hunt down your God? Would you capture your God?
Can you imagine the scientific discovery, the questions, everything that we can find out about this creature? It could help us to combat diseases. It could help us to live longer. It could help us to stop polluting the waterways, take more care of each other. This creature can teach us many, many things of life.
Willatuk swims beneath Puget Sound and into Lake Washington through a long tunnel that begins 2 miles offshore and extends into the north end of the lake.
Daddy, are you still out here with these
Yes,
guys?
my dear. Now look, do you smell something?
It's the enchiladas I just made.
It's the enchiladas.
Do you want to come in for dinner?
No, honey, listen. What I smell right now is the iodine in the air. And look, the way the swells of the water is moving from the left to the right, which means our friend Willatuk might be here today.
Well, the enchiladas won't stay here long today if you don't come in.
Oh, honey, you know I like my enchiladas hot or I like them cold. I eat them right out of the refrigerator.
You also know I have no problem taking them over to the neighbors in the next couple minutes if you don't come in.
I know that too, but...
So you're going to disappoint me and not come in?
And once I find that Willatuk, I will make my promise to you. I will send you to the college of your choice.
Julie wants me to stop my research of the creature. She says it's becoming an obsession with me. I mean, I know that I study long hours, I do a lot of research concerning the creature, but it is the most important, fundamental thing that I am involved in right now. And I will not quit.
Does Willatuk lie in wait for innocent lake swimmers or for unsuspecting boaters out on the ocean? Does he drag them under the depths and devour them as the water kelpies of South America are said to do? For many generations, the people of Seattle have asked, is Willatuk real? Does this huge beast roam the waters of the Pacific Ocean and swim through a tunnel into Lake Washington?
Now, with this device, I can measure the uric acid of the creature as it is passed by this way. If I get the uric acid content of a whale, I am looking for twice the uric acid content of a whale if the Willatuk has passed within this region in the last 12 hours. Yes, As I have confirmed it, the Willatuk has been here in the last 12 hours because of the uric acid content of the water. At the time of the Great Quake in 1736, the Wonkatilla tribe, many of their people had been decimated by the freeze. Lake Washington itself was frozen over. Many of the people who were survivors went down to the lake to try to forage as much food as they possibly could. It was at this time that wild wolves came down from the mountains and started to drag people away. They preyed to the Willatuk. One day, the creature emerged from the sheet of ice. It blew out onto the people and it scared the wolves away. Legend has it that it even brought them salmon and other fish to survive that winter.
In 1999, I went to a conference in Germany, and that's where I met Professor De La Reo. And he spoke at the conference and he talked about Willatuk. At the time, he had not found the tunnel between Lake Washington and Puget Sound yet. So there wasn't a lot of evidence besides just sightings. And so I didn't quite know if I could believe him or not. I was going on to my way to the Congo to study another living dinosaur called the Mokele-Membe. And so my mind was pretty much on that. But then in 2002, when Dr. De La Reo actually found the tunnel, I got very excited about that, and I gave him a call, and we talked for a long time about it, and I suggested coming out and assisting him, and he was open to the idea, so I came right on out. Unless someone makes an amazing discovery, you know, it will never be, cryptozoology will never be viewed as a real science. There will always be people, I believe, who will always be interested in it and will continue on. Most of us have heard of the Loch Ness Monster, which has been cited and talked about for hundreds of years. But in the Native American culture, the Wonkatilla tribe, Willatuk has been cited and talked about in their oral history for thousands of years. You know, after working, studying the Native American culture and Willatuk for so many years, it's hard not to care about their plight. You know, it's really sad that they're one of the most overlooked ethnic groups in our country today.
The most disturbing report among those who claim to have seen Willatuk is the story of a young fisherman named Grip David. After supposedly sighting the animal while returning from a fishing trip to Alaska, David found himself the object of ridicule by his shipmates. Determined to prove them wrong and show the world that he actually saw this amazing creature, David has shown he is willing to use extreme measures to convince people that his eyewitness account is real.
Well, I was coming in, I've been up on a fishing mission up to Alaska. It's not my usual gig, but I was going up to make some extra money, and we're coming into the bay there, and I was the only one up on the ship. But yeah, I know what I saw that morning, and none of the shipmates want to believe me on it. You know, they all call me a loon, stick me in the nut house, is what they're saying. But I seen it. I seen Willatuk.
To some, he has become a folk hero, but to the Wonkatilla, he is a threat to their way of life and to their god of ocean.
Yeah, I'll kill him. You know, if that's what it takes. Like I said, anything I have to do, shut people up, and you know, prove that I'm right. I will kill that thing in a heartbeat. No hesitation. Yeah, there's supposed to be roundabouts in there. That's where his cave is at anyway. Like I was saying, in this whole stretch here, it's all frozen over back 1736, I believe it was, you know, when the Indians say it, you know, the lake froze over, they were dying off, and Willatuk came up, saved the day for him, I guess, and yeah, so the legend goes. It's just right out in here. They're all mixed up in my book as far as that's concerned, if they're calling it God and prancing around and doing their chants or whatever it is they do for the, they don't belong to them.
Everybody on the boat is getting to the point, including myself, tired of this little Looney Tune action you got going on. There's work to be done. I've asked you to do the nets. The hole in the net's ripped up. I asked you to do that last night. Okay, the galley's a mess. It's your dish day. That's what everybody's telling me. And you're up here looking through binoculars, looking for some sea serpent running through the canal here. I've had it. That's it. I've had enough. You know,
I've been working hard, and if I deserve a break for 5 minutes to come up here and look around.
You've been working hard on not working. Everybody else is still down there working on the nets. See my point here? You're not doing the work I hired you for. You know, I'm telling you, it's got to the point where I'm going to start looking for another guy. You're late all the time. The guys are upset with you. You're not a team player, and you're off here some fantasy land looking for a flying lizard in the water here.
It's not a fantasy land. I've seen it, and it's gonna make up the difference when the millions come rolling in. I'll make up the difference to the boat. I might take a little extra 5 minutes break, but it's gonna be worth it in the long run.
I can't wait till the time comes when you and your millions come together because of some flying circus dragon out here. We're working now. We're getting the boat ready to go up north now. I need you out on deck now. Okay, no more talk about the sea serpent.
Fine.
Just leave everything here. Don't come back up here either until you check with me.
Tension between Grip David and the community is felt as far away as Vancouver, British Columbia, where thousands of hunters and fishermen regularly read articles in the paper and listen to reports on television about the angry young man threatening to kill the sea serpent from Seattle.
Kind of like a dragon, I guess, or like a big old, like a snake. I've seen, wide variety of snakes when I'm out, in the woods doing my thing and tracking and all that sort of business. And yeah, it was just kind of evil looking. I don't know.
On September the 12th, 1818, journalist Harold Bloomfield of the Seattle River Tribune told of his personal encounter with Willatuk when he wrote,
"The sickening head moved in closer to me, and I felt myself sway with terror, certain that at any moment I would lose consciousness. I was astonished to see the neck of the creature extend 25 to 30 feet out of the water before the body appeared. As the sickening face of the monster drew closer to me, I could make out the long white fangs that extended out of his putrid mouth from both sides, with both the upper and lower jaws. The smell was overpowering. It made me retch and gasp with nausea."
On September the 24th, 1912, Dr. Henry Buttlejagan, a noted zoologist of his day, named Willatuk the lizard swimmer after sighting him off the west end of Mercer Island. "He was big," Buttlejagan said, "bigger than any aquatic animal I have ever seen. Surely this is God's way of telling humans how insignificant we are within the context of an ontological approach to understanding our existence."
I don't know why they want to study him. Just accept him for the good deeds he does. We don't need to bring him in here and put a fence around him or put him inside the laboratory, dissect him. He is a free entity and he should be free. Willatuk, God of the ocean, he has earned that name by all the help he has given to us people here on the ocean, us ocean people. And he was there when in the hunt and the protection of our warriors. Sometimes these whales would break up our canoes, and we had Willatuk there helping.
We learned that Willatuk protected the people of the tribe for many hundred years. Willatuk protected them when they went fishing, whaling, hunting. It protected them when they did a whole bunch of things. It protected them from wolves and a whole bunch of other kind of creatures.
Grip David is a man I have never met. I believe he is a fortune seeker, fortune hunter, whatever you call it. He wants to capture the creature, kill it, and turn it into an exhibition.
My dad and I used to talk about it. You know, we come from a good bloodline, and you know, I mean, ladies around town will let you know, you know, I'm something special. I don't mind to toot my own horn if it's the truth, you know. People, it's got to be known. That's why, you know, it's in my cards. It's not a delusion or anything like that for me to be the man to take down Willatuk, go down in history as one of the greats of all time. You know, I've known it since I was a boy. About the only other man that's better than me, or at least on par, as my old man.
To be a man is to be a hunter. To be a hunter is to be a killer. That's what it's all about. That's what it's for. That's the way it's always been and always will be.
Grip David's parents, his father is very violent and abusive to both him and his mother. He's a convicted criminal, and his mother's been an alcoholic all her life. She's been in and out of mental institutions since she was a child. Her father's been in prison, I think, about 4 separate occasions for violent crimes. He's very emotionally unstable. And Grip David lives in this environment to this day, and I can think of nothing worse than living in this type of environment.
Honey.
Lights off and...
Look, I'm really shaking.
You guys need to get out of here.
I'm really shaking. Will you please hold me? Just hold me, baby.
No.
Just hold me. Please hold me.
Turn that thing off. Turn it off.
Mom was really so happy you were here in the kitchen.
I cut you.
I'm so happy you were here in the kitchen.
Damn it, woman!
Please,
Get a hold of yourself.
Come back, boy.
Embarrassing the whole family.
Come back, boy. Please come back.
A woman is a woman. What do you expect? Yeah, she's a lush. One shot, one kill. You can do it, boy. I know you can. The feeling, it's exhilarating, just. And you drop that thing in its tracks. You with me, boy?
I'm with you.
Household pet. He gives me inspiration. There's no better hunter than a snake. The serpent my boy saw, it's going to be history. But he's going to go down in history with it. He was born to do it. And he can do it. He will do it. He'll stalk that thing. He'll take careful aim, just like I showed him. He'll squeeze off that trigger and he'll bring it down. And when he brings it down...
Daddy! Put those guns out of this house.
Mama,
right now.
Mama!
Listen, boy. You're going to go to college.
Mama, the boy's all right. Leave the boy alone.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm a hunter. Ma, didn't you hear what Dad said?
You get those
Ain't
guns
going to
right out of this house.
college.
Get those guns out of that house, Daddy.
He was born a hunter.
He was born to go to college.
I don't want to go to stupid college. I'm a hunter.
Come here, baby. Come here. Hold Mama. Hold Mama so Mama don't fall down. Come on. Come on. See. Hold Mama.
Pour this out.
No, 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 no!
I'll tell you one thing. You know, I enjoy killing. I'm good at it. And I specialize in people like you. You come on my place, you come and mess with my family and my kin, I'm gonna kill you. That's the lesson. Any of you people out there don't believe me? Try it.
As you can see, I got all my gear here. Like to come prepared. That there's a buoyancy compensation device for those of you who don't get any idea what this sort of thing's all about. This baby's the real gem. Take down a piece of Willatuk with that. Did you see that? I just seen something. I'm going in. Sometimes I get a little excited, but I see something out there.
Do I believe in the Willatuk? Frankly, no. Do I believe in the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, or the Tooth Fairy? No, I don't believe in those either. But I think if it's going to help people feel better about themselves to believe in the Willatuk, hey, I'm all for it. Let them believe it. It's up to them.
Sharp teeth, long claws, green, hairy, maybe.
My grandma saw Willatuk. She was out on the boat with my grandpa, and it was early in the morning, and she saw him poke his head up right out of the water, and I totally believe her.
I don't really think it's real. I mean, I've lived here for a little more than a year now, and I've never seen anything, and none of my friends have, so, you know, I think it's just a myth, people's imaginations.
If I saw Willatuk, I'd ask him if he has killed anyone, probably.
I do believe in Willatuk. I mean, I have friends who are doubters, but, you know, I just think they're being really narrow-minded. My uncle claims he saw Willatuk a few years back, and, you know, I believe him. He's really into the lore of the Wonkatilla tribe, and according to their legends, Willatuk saved their tribe many years ago. You know, I believe in that, and I think that through the Wonkatilla tribe, Willatuk's actually trying to give us a message to keep our environment a lot cleaner.
We are able to go from Lake Washington into the Puget Sound, and we are tracking it with sonar devices. Now, many people have laughed at us, thinking that we are tracking earthquake movements. But we know the movements of this creature by now, since we've been studying it for so long. And we believe, again, that the creature travels from Lake Washington into the Puget Sound region at will. I believe the creature can eat fish. I believe the creature is a vegetarian as well.
There was a sighting yesterday of Willatuk up by Shilshole Bay in Ballard. So I'm very excited to head out there with Dr. De La Rayo. Neither of us have actually ever seen Willatuk. So we hope that this will be the opportunity for us to see him and document it. There's been photos, but that's about it. So we're going to bring out a video camera as well.
Position finder, we're right here, Michiko. Okay.
Wait, is that the bridge?
Yes, that's the bridge. This is the land masses here, the logs where we come through. Our fathom depth finder, 150 fathoms. This one is 500, so we can get a closer look.
So yesterday the sighting was, what was it, just east of that?
It was east of that, 2 miles off of the land right there. Yes. And it was when during the right before dusk, I believe. Right before dusk. The other night, the sighting was here on the side of the shore, 2 miles off the shore. People were fishing at that time. The map of the Puget Sound region, I believe we can plot our course. And you think we need to go on both sides extensively through. I even like the inland bays myself. He has been sighted close into, this is the Lake Harbor. In the Eagle Harbor, he has been sighted close inland into these little inlets as well. So I believe the more area that we cover, the more chance we may have of sighting the Willatuk. Washington was created by the Vashon Glacier 12,500 years ago. I cannot tell you that this creature is that old, but I do believe this creature is several centuries old. Living in that cold water has somehow made its, how would you say, its pulse, its heart movement slow so it can live a long time.
I think it's pretty absurd as well. I mean, De La Rayo is working with this woman, and she thinks she knows everything under the sun, but a woman shouldn't even be out running around and trying to pose as a scientist in my book. I mean, it's just not a woman's place. It makes them look even more idiotic. I don't know. More power to them if they want to waste time and money doing their thing, but I don't think they really understand the value that I could provide.
I believe, Michiko, when we finally sight the creature, the Willatuk, it will be noted as the 8th wonder of the world. The 7 ancient wonders, this will be the 8th wonder of the world. Nothing else that I can think of right now that will be discovered that would be so astounding.
Each year, dozens of archaeologists, designers, and art historians travel to Seattle to acquire one of the rare Willatuk serpent totems. Some Willatuk artifacts are said to be worth millions. The Willatuk serpent totem transcends age and remains one of the most sought-after pieces of art in the world today.
Can you guys go? I need to talk to him.
No, they can stay.
No, they need to go.
They're
I just
my
got a letter from my school.
Well, look, You got enough from your school? Bueno, that's good.
No, that's not good. It's telling me that I can't go next quarter because I don't have the money.
Well, Hannah, you can take time off.
No, I can't take time off. You can't take time off when you're going for your business
Listen,
degree.
I took a year off between my studies from Brazil, and I went and helped your Uncle Tomas in Mexico City for a whole year.
That's completely different. Would you guys go?
Oh, you guys stay. But listen, I'm your father. I tell you what's good for you.
You're not
You can
acting
take
like my
some time
father.
off from school,
You're
and
not
you can get a
acting
job.
like my father.
Look, you're making me get upset. You can take some time off from school, you can get a job, and you can contribute around here. Your mother left me because, I don't know why even she left me. Because she's stubborn like you.
Did you just say that I don't contribute?
Yes,
around
you
here?
don't contribute around here.
How do I not
to see you do that?
Oh my gosh, I have to pay for the house bill, I have to pay for the plane. I have to
No,
make
I'm
sure
the one that pays for everything. Look.
Are you
Honey,
putting in
I
money
love
right
you
now?
so much.
No,
But if you're asking me
I
to
have a good
decide
question.
between
Would
Willatuk,
you guys go?
they can stay. If you're asking me to decide between Willatuk and you, do not ask me that question because I will choose Willatuk.
No, I have another question for you. Are you bringing in any money right now to actually help?
I have speaking engagements that I'm going to do with Mexico.
Do you think
I'm going to
Willatuk is going
Argentina.
to bring
I'm going
in
to
any
Portugal.
money? Willatuk
The
is
money
not
will
going to bring
come
in
in.
any money.
You know what? When you talk about the creature like that, it makes me angry.
I don't
Because I
care.
believe in that creature.
Yes, I
and
know
you're
you
the one
believe
who
in that,
doesn't.
but you don't believe in anything else.
As I was giving my presentation about the Willatuk, I could hear in the audience people were rustling of the papers, people were laughing, giggling. I was very humiliated. When I left, a few of my deepest dear friends there in Moscow congratulated me. Why, most of the people thought I was crazy.
Why are you guys still here? I asked you to go.
He seems a little bit upset.
I don't care if he's upset. Because he doesn't care about anyone else. I constantly care for him, and he's just off in his own world. He's acting like an immature child.
The creature can be anywhere from 50 to 100 feet. He has a long neck, a face reptilian in nature, almost like a horse with long fangs. Here into Lake Washington,
Yeah,
where there
good
have been
idea.
numerous sightings here on this shore. This beach. That's where my wife, she left me with my Julie sitting there playing in the sand.
Louis, I'm so sorry.
He's obsessed to the point that he'd give up his family. He's already given up his wife, my mom, and now he's giving up me. He's gonna be alone for the rest of his life if he keeps up with this Willatuk thing.
You all right?
No. It's just ridiculous. Like, this is what I've had to deal with ever since my mom left. It's just a pattern. He's constantly like this. And it's just ridiculous. Like, it takes everything out of me, and I have to worry about school. I have to worry about how he's gonna survive. I have to worry about how I'm gonna survive. Like, we're gonna lose everything if he keeps up with this.
She left me when she saw this tattoo of the Willatuk. She says, "Why are you so crazy? We're trying to find this mythical creature. I know it exists. I know this creature is in this water. I'm going to find it." Excuse me.
I don't even know what he's thinking. I do everything for him. And he says that I don't contribute. I contribute everything. He doesn't do anything. He's just so wrapped up in his stupid research projects that aren't gonna go anywhere. Like, they're not going anywhere. Willatuk doesn't exist.
Right here we have a picture from the old days here showing Willatuk coming out on the land and healing my people here. He just breathes on the people and cures them of the ills, answering our prayers, what we ask for. So it's very important that we ask him in a good way. We ask him for prayer, we ask him in prayer, and we sing some of his songs, Willatuk songs. Hello, Gakako, Utsiaka, Hot. Good to see you, my family. Wahalana, Oh Shaka, Sometimes it takes days and days of singing, days and days of praying to get Willatuk to come ashore and do his healing.
The legend also says that Willatuk will protect the Wankatilla and other Northwest Native Americans, while all others will perish. And the salmon will once again swim upstream in clean mountain waters, no longer tarnished by filth from the machines.
The breath of healing. He can come ashore and he'll look around and he'll breathe. We have many dances there. We're talking. We'll be dancing there. We're breathing like Willatuk. So he knows when he hears us singing a song there, he knows what we need and he'll come ashore.
The Wankatilla tribe, in order to cure their sick, bring the people down to the lake shore. They lay them there by the lake. They do not eat for 24 hours. It is a 24-hour fast. It is a very holy ceremony. The Willatuk emerges from the murky depths and blows out, breathes on them. These people are then left there for a few hours, and it is said it is a miraculous cure. They are cured of whatever their illness is.
Well, the coastal Indians of this area are tribes that lived in real harmony with the water. They lived off the salmon. They traveled over the water much of the time. You have the macaws that had a tribal culture of whaling. You had a number of things that go on in this area that could easily be woven into a pattern of showing the close relationship between the Indians themselves and the water, how they lived in harmony with this monster that could sometimes, you know, blow you down. You can have a tsunami and be wiped away. There are all kinds of things that can happen, but the Indians figured out how to know when this was going to happen, and they knew the times of year. They knew the times when the fish would come. They knew all these things without calendars, without all the ththings that we think of as essential.
It would be really great if kids could learn how we live in harmony, like Willatuk and my tribe. So it would be really great if kids could learn how to live in harmony like Willatuk and the Northwest Indians.
Willatuk would be, in my view, a very good symbol for the uncontrolled forces of the ocean and the fact that we have to learn to live in harmony with it and also not do things to irritate it. And I think that that's what we don't at this point take any attention to. We tear up the seashore. We do all kinds of things. We dump all kinds of waste out in the middle of the ocean, and we think, well, it doesn't make any difference, it's just at the bottom of the ocean. Well, we don't know what the impact of those kinds of things are going to be, and I think that that's why it could be a very powerful symbol for environmental education.
When you think about Willatuk, you think about clean oceans. When you think about Willatuk, you think about clear blue lake water. And when you think about Willatuk, you think about pristine, old-growth forests. When you think about Willatuk, you're going to think about an abundance of fresh fish and seafood. When you think about Willatuk, you're going to think about a sustainable ecology. Now, these goals all fit with the environmentalist movement and their agenda, and it's a great fit for them.
Thank you, everybody here, for coming on short notice here. We have a very big problem facing us right now. We have a white man trying to hunt Willatuk, trying to kill Willatuk, so need some help here, ideas on how to handle this problem.
I'm a warrior, and I think we should take his head like the old ways.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Whoa, no violence, no violence.
What about initiation? I've read about this man. He seems very confused.
We've never had initiate a white man for over 100 years.
I think the time would be right. I think that'd be very good.
As far as I'm concerned, the Indians really are pretty backwards in a lot of ways, and Willatuk's one of them. You know, Clamatiel, I respect the guy all right, I guess, but as long as he stays out of my way. But they really look pretty silly running around dancing, worshiping this thing like a god. It's just kind of a joke. You know, somebody needs to get them up to speed with modern civilization is the main thing there. What you call me here for?
Grip, I have a request from my people here to have you cease and desist on the hunt for Willatuk. For my people to exist without Willatuk would be a burden on them, and I don't think they could survive very good or very long without Willatuk. So I have some very important information I need to share with you. We have never shared this with a white man, but I need to share that with you today if it'll help our situation we have here.
Sure. Whatever you have to share.
I have written to the President of the United States, and he has reacted very favorably. However, I see his point of view. His hands are tied in a matter of politics, the matter of this region especially. People would like to see the creature captured and possibly put in the aquarium and to study, but I believe the creature will not be able to live in such a confined region. I believe it must roam free and studied from a distance.
People of the Wankatilla tribe, and we're preparing and have been for a ceremony called the Willafine. It's a ceremony where we're gonna go out on the ocean. We're gonna pray for Willatuk, to Willatuk, and we're gonna honor him. We're gonna have a big feast in honor of Willatuk. We're gonna have a big hunt in honor of Willatuk. We're gonna have a dance for Willatuk.
Hey, has anybody here seen Rip lately?
No.
You guys haven't seen him?
No, I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, man.
Couple weeks? I haven't seen him in a month.
In a month?
A month.
Man, hope he's not in jail or something.
I don't know. Well, don't you know his parents, or you know where?
They're weird, man.
Are they?
Yeah,
I heard they're
by.
convicts too.
Yeah, I passed by there. I wanted to see what happened to him. They hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were telling the truth, but.
Well, I heard they're kind of, they've had some problems with the law too. I wonder if he's headed that way.
Was it violent crimes?
Violent crimes? Yeah, a little bit. I'm really concerned about him. I haven't seen Grip nowhere. I don't know where he's at. Last I heard, he was gone for 2 months. He was down at the lake looking for some fly-by-night dragon.
No, I haven't seen Grip. I think he's off chasing Willatuk and kind of maybe got in trouble, with the natives, maybe
You know, he's following in his parents' footsteps, you know, maybe drinking a little bit, maybe getting a little violent.
I haven't seen Grip. Like I said earlier, I went down, talked to his parents, and his mom's nuts, completely crazy. His dad is always drunk, abusive, from what I gather, abusive father. And yeah, last I saw him was that fight here on the boat, you know, and he was going off to hunt the Willatuk, a sea serpent, whatever, so.
Yeah, we're actually responding to a call about his boat having been found on the shore a couple hours ago. He's been missing for a few days, so you'll be able to tie this in. And I'm sure it's going to have a perfectly reasonable explanation, as it almost always does. I know Grip, he's a hunter. He does this occasionally. He goes out and he does his own thing out in the wilderness. It's very possible we've just lost track of him, but we found his boat. We're going to go investigate and get to the bottom of it. Well, what we've got here is a boat wreck that is probably Grip David's boat. I think the name matches. You've been following this case and probably know by now that he is missing, and that was confirmed today. His family called. He did not meet with them, and he missed work, so we're now going to be treating this as a missing persons case and coordinate with local authorities to hopefully find Mr. David and hope he hasn't come to harm.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing here?
I would like to talk to you. I haven't seen you girls in so long.
Wow.
I remember when you were small and you come to visit us.
Yeah. Good times. So, why are you here?
Because I need to talk to you.
Coffee? Well, I guess you guys can
Coffee. Coffee. Well, yeah. So, nice seeing you.
Thank you. Thank you. They've gotten so big.
Okay, so what did you want to talk to me about?
I thought about you. I thought about my life. My life has no meaning without you in my life, honey. No meaning whatsoever. Please, look at me if you're going to say something. Don't look away.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You're not supposed to say what you're supposed to say. You say what is in your heart.
I am just really mixed up right now. Because you always tell me what I want to hear, but you never go through with it.
But this time I mean it. This time there is a moment of clarity that I can't do this to you anymore.
Well, then what are we going to do?
I'm not going to mention the Willatuk anymore in my life. I am not going to go to the research facility. I want to get to know you again. It's important, honey. One day you're going to get married. You're going to have a husband. You're going to have children. I want to get to know that type of life. I've never had it. I've always been on the ocean. I've always been looking for this creature. I will never utter another word about Willatuk again. I want you to finish your education. I want you to make something of yourself. I love you.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too.
to sea, at last breathing free, stinging with life since the start. Passenger trains, bright meadow plains, pushing the clock when you're not in a dream. In a dream. Wearing a mask, changing the past, hearing her voice in your head. Wilderness roads, castles of gold, wanting to leave when you're not in a dream. In a dream. In a dream. In a dream.
The reason there have been so few recent sightings of Willatuk is because all the pollution and overpopulation that's been in the area lately. When the great earthquake comes in, it'll be like the great cleansing. You know, it'll cleanse the area, it'll cleanse the environment, which will in turn bring Willatuk back. And that's a day that the tribe is really waiting for.
There seems to be a pretty strong urge in all peoples all over the face of the earth to answer the questions of why do I exist and who's running things and why did that happen. Those kinds of questions have to be resolved in one's mind, and you can say it's unknowable, or you can say this is caused by Willatuk.
I love Willatuk and peace. I wish Willatuk could live in peace.
Hello, Paco. Let's see ya. Huh?
BC, from the Bering Strait came the Walkantilla, the people of the lake. Hear the ocean moving, feel the mountain shudder. The earth is giving birth to the sneeze snake thunder.
Oh, Willatuk, vicious. Oh, Willatuk, vicious.
1.7 and 80, a nasty blizzard hit all the Walkantilla, freezing in the midnight. Wolves from the mountains attacking little children. Then the ice exploded out in Willatuk. this mighty quake. The Wampatuba people turned to Willatuk.
Go Willatuk, Michigan. Go Willatuk, Michigan.
Snow and wind were blowing, fire was raining down. The serpent of the ocean stretched himself around. All the Wampatuba, all the people found, rescued from the beast wolves, saved by Willatuk.